hope traders and investors alike were green today. Pretty tough day. I mean, we chopped around. It's hard to get a decent trending type play. Definitely able to scalp a couple candles, but it wasn't great until towards the end of the day when we started to actually move a little bit. Trends got a little bit better. Uh, you know, Waller come out and was a little dovish at first, so things like that help move the market. Let's just get into the charts. This is our bullish percent index for the NASDAQ. And you can see, this is where we've been at all year. When we do get above the 70 level, we don't normally stay up here very often, or for a long period of time. We are above it. You can see some struggles in today's candle up here. This is the S&P 500. See, it's a little bit stronger than the NASDAQ there. Still, worries me being up above this level. This makes me wonder if this move is topping out. We should have some more into it, some more gas in the tank, the way we're flagging. We'll talk more about the actual charts as we get to them. I'll put the call ratio 84, still in the neutral zone. Ethereum, bear flagging on that 9, not good. Oscillators for the NASDAQ, 88. New York Stock Exchange 115, so we have plenty of room to move in either direction. We cooled off considerably today. The SPX weekly chart, you can see we still have pullback. We've not taken out last week's candle yet. You can see the SPX here. This is our AD line. Definitely turned down there. You can see the US dollar bear flagging here. Need the 9 to catch up there. VIX pushed into the 9. Watching tomorrow's candle to see where we open. It's a good chance the VIX is going to pull back. The MACD is changing character there. Right now, seeing projection at that 9 today. It's a very good chance we may pull back tomorrow unless we gap over the 9. That could happen. You can see the 15-minute on the chart, or on the VIX, 15-minute chart for the VIX. You can see this nice push we had yesterday, really big spike, and then pull back. But if you look here, you can see we're up into that gap there, working on filling that gap. Crude looking very weak here. I thought we were going to get a chance for a pop, but we're looking really weak here. 9's coming down. Good chance crude getting ready to pull back. Gold back in the Bollinger Bands here. I would like to see this pull back, get some back and fill action here. Pull back towards a 9, just getting a little extended. Still got a nice MACD there. This is the percentage of our stocks that are over our 200 and our 50. So start with the New York Stock Exchange over the 200. 40% of the stocks that are within the New York Stock Exchange are above their 200 daily moving average. Then we have the 50-day for the New York Stock Exchange. 72% of stocks are above their 50. Not looking bad there. So trying to get some legs in this rally. The SPY, we have 53% above their 200. We also have 81% above their 50-day. That's getting pretty big here. But look at last time we were up here. See how we kind of flattened out? Looks like we're trying to flatten out here as well. So my only fear is this rally is running out of steam. I would really like to see a little backfill back to those moving averages. I've been talking about this a lot. Just got extended quick. You can see the advanced decline lines all turned down here. Another thing, this is the 9 moving average. So you can see like right here on the move, this move up here, you can see how far we were away, showing we had good momentum. We're hugging this 9 here, showing the momentum's not super strong right now. We're going to talk more about the little candle pattern there when we get to the S&P and the SPY charts. So this is highs versus lows. So this is telling us that today we had more in the New York Stock Exchange. We had more stocks hitting lows than what we had hitting highs. So we got the S&P 500, pretty much the same thing, and then we have the NASDAQ, pretty much the same thing. But the previous days, we had finally getting a couple of days in a row there where we were seeing more highs than lows. That's one thing that's important that we need to see just when we find this true bottom. That will be a big indicator. Apple, this 200 daily is resistance. Same setup here. Uh, you got it's kind of evening starish. The candles are really not big enough, but it is bearish. We need these nines to get up here. I like to hold this 50 and get this 9 up here. We're going to see that same setup on a lot of charts. Abby, we were able to push up out of this trend line. It's like flagging. It's kind of weird, but you can see the resistance there. With the wicks, we were able to push up out of it and pull back, and then it's kind of just been gapping up. It's been all over the place the last 2 days. I was definitely able to make money when it's like that, but it can be a wild ride. So AMD, you pretty much got the same setup. We have pulled back into Bollinger Bands. I still think we need another day, another chop day, another down day. It's not what I want. I want a trend. But I'd like to see at least one more day and let this 9 get closer. And just same setup pretty much all the way around the market. You can see the weekly chart for AMD trying to hold this 200. Your weekly 20 there is resistance. A firm big down candle on this today. We've seen massive, massive bearish flow coming on this, and like massive. So big down candle today. It's definitely worth watching to see if we get some more down. I mean, somebody's got massive, big money, millions, deep into millions, betting for this to go down. I'm guessing some of those orders have to be tied to stock. Just orders were way too big. You can see a firm here intraday. You can see the big pullback. Amazon, I messed up putting the tags on quite a few of these charts, looks like. So Amazon, we got a nice push up yesterday and then a big pullback. That's really, a really good play. A lot of times we get these big moves up, you get these epic flushes that open. So you get this big run up in pre-market, get this big epic flush that provides some opportunities. A lot of times you look at this and be like, well, it moved without me. I just missed a move and it's going to chop around. But it's really nice when you're able to, maybe it doesn't go up, but when you're an options trader, you're at least able to get that downside. And today you can see the chop there as well. Amazon weekly chart, we're below this resistance, 9 coming down on it. It looks bearish as long as we're below that resistance and below that 9. Doesn't mean you can't trade it, pushing back up. But for the most part, we're bearish below that 9. So you can see AMC, big pullback today. When AMC recovered, the 15-minute 200 was resistance. It's always good to know where your 15-minute 50 and your 15-minute 200 is, because they can, even though, like, me personally, I'm trading the 1, watching the 1 and 5, but I do check on that 15 because it's just nice to know where them levels are. Doesn't mean I got to have that chart up all the time. I just need to know where, we are relative to those two, all the moving averages, but mainly those 2 on the 15. Amazon, you can see we pushed up into the 20, got rejected there, coming back down, but your 9 is turning up here. This is the daily chart. Apache, we're holding this support level up here. We did get below the 9 today. 20's coming up. If we can get below the support level, I would look for a move down. Obviously, if we get back above that 9, we're looking for a move up. Right there is a no trade zone for me. Until it gets out of that area, you got to have room to make money. You can find something else that's not so penned up and make money there instead of, restricting yourself. You see Apple, very tight range there today. We hit a lot of stocks, just very tight range. You can see Apple's weekly right in between the 9 and 20 there. I don't like being between the 9 and 20 moving averages. ARC downside, got back below that, your daily 50 there. 9 and 20 is trying to come up. Bowen, man, this thing is just super strong. I talked about this flag this morning, and today the 9 was able to push up almost under this flag. I would look for a move up until this breaks this 9, looking for a move up. As strong as it's been, I'm going to need more than one candle under that 9 to go short on that. Bitcoin weekly, small candle down here, not really doing much. You can see Bitcoin daily, we're flagging into that 9. no power to push up to that 9. This really looks like we're getting ready to go down. Boeing, you can see two very tight range. We've been trading in a fairly tight range, 4 days now, and you can see it 5 days. You can see it on the actual daily chart where we're flagging like we are. That's the kind of price action you get on your intraday charts when you're flagging like that. Charge point, same thing. Pushed up last 2 days. We've been pulling back. We see where we gapped up yesterday and snatched back. Chewy, same thing. At least today, bears were in control of this candle, and you can see the bulls brought it back up. So that's actually a good sign. You may see a pop on that tomorrow. At least a little bit of follow through off that pin bar or dragonfly. Chewy, 15-minute, you can see the big pullback and then a recovery there. Consumer staples, still holding this 200, this 9 catching up. I would keep an eye on this. I really, really would keep an eye on the retail sector right now. Crowd, we're going to look at a few charts. Crowd, same thing, this big gap up, pulling back. It's the same setup on so many of these charts. 75% of the market moves. 75% of the stocks in the market move with the market. Move with the SPY, move with the S&P. CVX, we're still holding this 9 here. As long as we're above that 9, I'm bullish on energy. See a nice pullback there today, right to the 9. Matter of fact, look for a buy the 9 opportunity if we try to push. Devon, you got this little double bottom down here, trying to confirm it. We did pull back today. Watch, see what happens. Don't like these this candles in between that 9 and 20 there. DraftKings right back into this level of resistance here. Looks like it's trying to get rejection right at the same area. 200 is also resistance. Lily, we are below this trend line. We did push back up and test. This 9's rolling over. I want to see this 9 come in and try to look for a move down here. We need to break below this candle line right here. You can see it. Yesterday's candle, today's candle could not take out that candle line. I want this 9 to come down, and I want a candle to open up below this candle line, and I'll go short on that. Understanding simple price action and simple candle anatomy is powerful. Very, very powerful. XLE right back down to the 9. We're definitely going to be watching those for a buy the 9 opportunity. Crude is looking a little weak right now. Ford back under the 200 today, still holding that 9. Not interested until it gets above that 200 or below that 9. Don't like them when they're wedged in like that. First Solar, still trying to push up here, still looks strong. Keep in mind that First Solar chart is identical to the industrial chart that follows the renewable energies. So renewable energies in general are still strong right now. GME, not much really to say there. Google was strongest for a couple of for a point today. It was trying to push up, but still no range on it. Still a very tight range. There was times today Google was showing relative strength. All right, so Home Depot just had earnings, looked good, actually had a decent guidance going into the holidays. Really wasn't bad at all. So you can see we're forming this little tabletop up here. It's basically just a level here that we need to take out. We take that level out, we can clear these candle lines right here. We should be able to push up. Keep in mind when you take out a level or take out a trend line, on average, we're expecting price to accelerate out of that area because of the contraction, the pushing together like a spring. So when it frees that area, it usually accelerates out of it. That's why, breakouts, taking out trends, certain levels, it can be kind of exciting trade because you can get these really strong pushes out of them. And strong pushes, big moves, equals money, obviously. Pretty much same setup here in the Qs. You still see these 3 candles here pushed up. We gapped up yesterday, give it back. Today, pulling back. Pretty much the same setup here. Looks like an evening star. It's not really perfect. You would normally want your 2 2 candles on the side to be longer, but it is what it is, and we're going to see what it gives us. Normally, when you see that, your next 1 to 3 candles would actually be down in this situation. We would expect our next 1 to 3 candles to be to the downside, which would just give us some backfill. That's probably just what we really need. You can see the cues here. You got your 20. Your 20 weekly is resistance. Bonds, huge move today. We gapped up and continue to push right through the 50. Your Bollinger Bands are opening up. Your moving averages are turning. Look how strong that MACD looks. It's good. We need bonds to be strong here. IWM still playing with this. This is the weekly chart. We're still playing with this downtrend, and our weekly 50s running right through here as well. We also have this downtrend, the weekly 50s telling you, hey, there's resistance here. That's why I love using these moving averages that we use, because they're always telling you, no matter what time frame, you can find something that would act as resistance just about every single time. And that's why I enjoy using these, because they're very, very helpful. So that 50 is telling you, if you didn't have your downtrend drawn, that 50-day is telling you that, hey, there's resistance here. So we need to clear that. You can see IWM is trading in this little cup here. Posted this in a Discord yesterday. You can see this resistance level. I would like IWM better above this resistance level. What we would, there's a good chance we can see here is a pullback to give back 30%. If you measured this move, you would measure down 30%. That's what normally we would expect our handle to form. I would like to see some, well, the nine's getting close. We can push here. I almost would like to see a little more backfill before we get a push. Don't really need to form a handle, but it could pull back. IWM 15-minute chart, you see it snatched back today. Lockheed Martin LMT is holding this support level for now. 9's working its way down. 20 starting to roll. MACD is bearish there. Loses that support. It's worth looking at for a move down. Mara, we talked about this today. I did not look at this chart, but I said watch this support area. If it takes the support area out, you go with puts. And look at this area. You got your 9 coming down. We see the same setup all the time on a 1 and 5 minute. Your time frames are no different. You can see the contraction right at your support. You can see the contraction. You see your 9 coming down to apply pressure, just like an anchor or a weight, putting pressure on it. And you can see we actually looks like we had gapped down a little bit, opened up below that resistance level or support level at the time is now, which is resistance, and we snatch back. Same thing like what we see in the daily charts, like all these 1 minute charts we're going over and 5 minute charts we're going over. It's the same price action. You see the same setups. Meta, these are green, but kind of got the same setup here. I would expect tomorrow, I would expect a down candle. At least a move down doesn't mean it's going to be a big move down. We can always reverse, but I would expect to initially see a down candle tomorrow. A pullback of some sort. MU, we had a report come in right at market open. They basically guided down again. They've been doing this all year long. Last time was a huge guide down, talking about all kinds of worry, troubles. There's the troubles that they see coming, and you can see this big down candle closed under that 9. See where we open up tomorrow if we're under that 9. Looking for a bearish move. Microsoft at one point was fairly strong today as well. We're showing relative strength in the market, but just couldn't hold it. So you can see it's almost flagging here. I'd like to see it hold this 50 while this 9 and 20 come up. Microsoft has not made a huge move yet, so it's not as far as extended as a lot of the other ones. Pretty tight range today. You can also see we're right into this resistance level. And you can see it's causing some issues there. Moderna. Man, this thing's made a huge move. We put it on the video list down here, way down here. We've had a huge move out of this. This thing's just done nothing but print. These are the kind of moves if you're looking to swing trade, if you're looking for bigger type trades, look for plays on your daily just like this. And you have to buy more time, obviously. You don't have to, but if you're trying to catch that whole move, you would obviously buy more time because you got more than 5 updates right there. That since we put it on the list. But nice pullback or nice push here. what I would like to see here now is like a pullback. Would be nice to get it to pull back to the 9, then maybe we can push again, put in a little handle or something. MRO broke below. I would draw a trend line across those candles right there. Just because you've had 3 coming down, I would need to see a candle dip below that. Then you need to watch a 20 on your daily right there. Would need to break below that candle line I just pointed out. MU, you can see the flush here. NASDAQ, you can see the same candle pattern there. Netflix, one that we've been having on our radar a lot here lately. We pushed up into this gap. NVIDIA, nice push up. We have pulled back into this gap. They had earnings tonight, and to be honest, I posted them, but I have not read them or looked into them yet. You can see NVIDIA here after hours. It was pushing up. We did take out the 15-minute 50, so I'm guessing they had a decent earnings by them pushing up. I have not even read it yet, so I should have read it before I did the video. You can see the weekly we have pulled back versus last week, pulled right back to this support level, previous support. Oxy, big move down here today, huge move down. You can see the action here on Oxy is getting pretty tight, back below that 9 and 20 on the daily. Some of these energy charts really look like they're ready to get some back. Palantir, ugly, had this big move up, and you got this ugly, evening star. It's not quite textbook, small candles. We'd like to see bigger bodies there, but it's a sign. It's definitely a sign. We're going to be keeping an eye on it. Got almost a double bottom. It did, put in a higher low here, very close to a double bottom there. 15. Peloton, we had this cup here, pull back. Market kind of went to crap. We were looking for a handle here. Market kind of went to crap and pulled way back. So we put in another little cup here, see if we can try it again. I would expect to pull back for a handle. Plug right into the 9, rejection. No, I'm sorry, that's not the 9. That's right into the Bollinger Bands. Right into your Bollinger Bands, pulling back to your meme. Your 20 is your meme. So a lot of times you can come back. A lot of times we'll just come back to the 9, but textbook me, you would bounce back to your 20 and then get a move off that 20. That's where your conservative traders looking for. Here's Riot. We had more bearish news coming in for crypto today. You can draw a line right there. You got your bear flag breaking to the downside. I'm not sure if anybody traded that today or not. Rivian, down candle, 9 and 20s right there. I need to see it break below that. Let's keep in mind, not sure why. Actually, I think some Lucid news did come out. Lucid, heavy call flow on that one today. Roblex breaking out of this. It's actually a rising wedge more, but we're going to call it a flag. But it's literally like a little rising wedge here, breaking to the downside out of that. Right into your 9. 9's resistance, lost that support level. All right, so this is the SPX. You can do the same thing. It's a little different with SPY, but I drew just checking some fib levels, and we have pushed right back up. If you measure from this August high down to the October low, it puts us right at 61.8 is resistance here. Just looking, that's also right at a previous level that you can see our line in there, some previous level that we had marked out. But just playing with fibs, that pretty much works right out. Like to get a retracement back down here to the 50, let the 9 catch up, and then continue to push up. So just a little back and fill. There's nothing wrong with that. The market's actually holding in good here. Let's see what tomorrow's candle does. Salesforce CRM right back to our previous level of support, plus your 20-day there. 50's not far away if we lose the 20. CRM almost a double bottom there, intraday. Snell, pretty much same setup, pushed right into a, it's actually, I'm not sure, I think that's the push right into the 50. It's a wrong color. So we pushed right into the 50 and rejected back down below the 20 there. SoFi, just that ugly pullback today. They kind of went after some of these beaten down names. Dow, you can see how the Dow's just been stronger. Found resistance up here at a previous level. You can see it. We need this 9 to get caught up and continue to push. MACD is definitely looking forward to changing character, or looking at changing character here. So if we're going to push, we need to do it soon. This is your SPY weekly. You can see we're hitting very close to hitting the top of our broadening channel here. So that's another resistance level we need to keep an eye on. We have this top trend line here on the weekly. We're very close to coming into that. Another level that I believe has been affecting us a little bit is this 9 on the monthly. So we are still remaining under that SPY. Here's the candle pattern right here, right into your Bollinger Bands. We should, it's not textbook, but we really should see the next 1 to 3 candles. I'm guessing will give us a down candle, help us get close to the 9, then maybe we can push up back off of that 9. It's what I would like to see. You can see the move down today, very choppy, very choppy day. There was money there to be made, but it was choppy. You got to know when to sit on your hands. You got to know when to be aggressive. So our trend chart, all 3 trends are bullish right now. Square, down candle, SQQQ, you can see the same candle pattern, except this is more like a morning star. It's not textbook. The candle bodies are not right, but just seeing the same candle pattern, just in reverse on the bearish ETF for the Qs. So you can see the same candle pattern here on XLK. Really can't say it enough. I'd like to see some backfill and then give us a push. Maybe we could get a bigger, longer lasting move. I know we're looking at Santa Claus rally and everything like that. You can see Tesla here breaking out of this bear flag. Week number 2, finding support at a previous level. Tesla's bear flag here, if you were to draw this out, you can see we broke out of this bear flag today, respecting the 9. Looks like we want to head down. TJ Maxx, huge candle today. This is another one to watch. They reported earnings, and I didn't even pay this one much mind today. Didn't even look at the chart. Going through charts tonight and seeing this one was like, wow, nice RSI there, changing, or nice MACD, nice showing RSI showing relative strength. We can see the relative strength in the chart and the candle. Really nice move there. TLT weekly pushing up above the 9. Big move there on the weekly chart. Tesla, big move down here. Uber, down candle today. You can see UNG, very big move here right at the end of the day, pushing up in after hours. Very big move there. There must probably some news or something come out there. I'm not even sure. I think there was a natural gas report this week. It was probably today. I had the stream up and I was talking. Probably just missed that. Wells Fargo, very choppy there today. We're right back. We've lost a 9, right back to the 20. No trade zone at a prior level of support. MACD's trying to roll. Just seeing some signs of some stuff really wanting to pull back here. And it's a lot easier for the market to push if it has banks strong with it, if it has energy strong with it. The more sectors that are, retail or consumer staples, the more sectors that have strength, it makes it easier for the market to push. See Walmart here, another decent day today. We got to clear this level of resistance up here. XLF, we're still flagging, waiting on this 9 to catch up. ExxonMobil still holding. This is one of the better looking energy charts here, still above that 9. We'll be watching that for a buy the 9, see how that works. We need to see a push. AMC holding the 50-day here, 9 and 20s turned up, decent looking MACD. We got to hold that 50. It would be better if we held that 50 and let the moving averages catch up and push from there. Getting back into Bollinger Bands, that's healthy as well. Well, that concludes our video for tonight. I hope everybody has a great week. Stay green. Remember, discipline is the key to your success in trading. See you in the trading room.